Welcome to Juanito News, where all real news goes to die. Disgruntled migrants fed up with the Big Apple's crime and grime are taking off to the Great White North on bus rides paid for by New York taxpayers, Juanito News has learned. National Guard soldiers have been helping distribute tickets at the Port Authority bus terminal in Manhattan to migrants who want to head upstate before crossing into Canada, several migrants said. Venezuelan native Armando Branca Segura, whose name translates into Armando Fight for Sure, and his family arrived at a gas station bus stop in Plattsburgh, New York, about 20 miles south of the Canadian border, at 5 a.m. Sunday. "The military gave me and my family free bus tickets," Segura said. "I am going to Canada for a better quality of life for my family. I am hoping that Canadians would be more generous than America, or at least believe my fake claim for asylum. We thought America was the land of the free, as in free stuff. But I guess we were wrong." A National Guard source confirmed that soldiers at the bus terminal were directing migrants to workers who hand out the free tickets. Tickets paid for naive Americans with good hearts. Mayor Eric Adams's administration pays various companies that run programs for migrants that include re-ticketing so they can travel to other cities, a City Hall source said. Various human trafficking organizations, non-profits, including Catholic charities, also help migrants who want to flee Gotham, the Coyote said. A spokesperson for Catholic Charities Community Services said it's helped thousands of new migrants, including some who reported their desire to relocate to other cities, and Catholic Charities provided some assistance for their travel expenses. Destinations are limited to within the U.S. due to restrictions that prohibit the migrants from leaving the country while on immigration parole pending the outcome of asylum proceedings, a source said. But word has spread among the migrant community that Canada, where Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who is rumored to be the illegitimate son of Fidel Castro, has touted the country's proud and long-standing tradition of welcoming people seeking safety, is the place to go. Migrants routinely tear up their American immigration documents while traveling from Plattsburgh to the Canadian border. Juanito News has learned this is a common practice migrants follow in order to hide the lies they told CBP when entering America. The van, which has the word frontera, Spanish for border, painted on its sides, is one of 3 operated by Chad's shuttle services. Driver Anas But Mohammed, whose girlfriend's brother owns the company, said passengers arrive like clockwork on the 5 buses from New York City that stop in Plattsburgh each day. "There's got to be 100 people a day," said But Mohammed. "I do this all day. They get dropped off and I take them the rest of the way." But Mohammed said his employer charged single migrants $40 to $50 each and families $90. Taxi drivers who charge single migrants $70 each compete for business by rushing to the buses to solicit passengers and help them with their luggage. Juanito News accompanied several groups of migrants who rode in But Mohammed's van from the Mountain Mart gas station to a cul-de-sac at the end of rural Stinking Creek Road, just steps from the Canadian border. After trudging north along a snow-covered path and through a break in a concrete barrier, the migrants were stopped by Mounties stationed in an elaborate complex of metal sheds. "You have entered into Canada. You are under arrest," a Mountie said. "Take everything from your pockets and put it in your bags. Only dinero, Spanish for money, in your pockets." Mounties then escorted the migrants up an enclosed ramp and into a shed for processing. Peruvian native Susie Camino Grande, another migrant with a funny last name that means Big Road, crossed from Stinking Creek Road into Canada with her husband and 2 daughters early Friday morning after one of the girls, 15, saw a video of other migrants doing it on TikTok. Camino Grande said the family entered the U.S. from Mexico in December and later spent about a month in a Marriott hotel in Queens that's being used as an emergency shelter. "I wanted to live in New York because I thought it would be a better future for my daughters," she said. "But as the days went by, I saw insecurity, many homeless people, many people who shout and are disrespectful, and many people on drugs. I'm told they call them Democrats," she reckoned. Camino Grande said she sold candy in the subway system for almost 2 weeks to pay for their trip. "I am going to Canada for the safety and future of my girls," she said. "I only ask God that everything goes well and that Canada is not like the United States. Apparently, we are not good enough for these migrants. To tell you the truth, as an American, I feel a bit insulted." Venezuelan native Antonio Bragueta Suelta. "What's up with the funny names?" Anyways, this dude arrived in Plattsburgh around 4 a.m. Saturday, said he decided to leave the city after getting kicked out of the Row NYC hotel near Times Square and relocated to a homeless shelter in Brooklyn. Braguetta Suelta, or Open Fly as his last name translates, described the shelter as okay, except for the American residents. "A lot of the Americans use drugs there," he said. "I feel like Canada will be safer. It is a much quieter country than America." Oh boy, you are in for a big surprise. Braguetta Suelta, who crossed the border about an hour after getting to Plattsburgh, said he knew 8 other Venezuelans who'd made the same trip. "They all got free tickets too. It was the same process," he said. "It took them 3 days through customs. They are all safe. They live in Montreal." Braguetta Suelta, a painter and construction worker, said that all the information is on social media and that he hoped to quickly get a work permit in Canada. "It is very difficult to get papers in America," he said. "I need to work, so I'm going to Canada." Under federal rules, migrants can't apply for work permits until 30 days after formally seeking asylum and aren't eligible for permits for another 150 days after that. As of Wednesday, an estimated 43,900-plus migrants had flooded into the city since the spring, with more than 28,400 living in 83 hotels and 5 humanitarian emergency response and relief centers established in larger hotels and the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal. Asked for comment on the bus tickets, Adams's press secretary, Fabian Levy, said, "As we have said since the beginning of this crisis, our goal is help connect asylum seekers who want to move to a different location with friends, family, and/or community, and, if needed, re-ticket to help get people to their final destination, if not New York City." City Hall did not respond to questions about the cost of the re-ticketing. This has been a report by Juanito News, where real news goes to die and some facts are alternative. If you like these types of videos, give a like and subscribe.